Welcome back to the Kowicki Driver Development Program YouTube channel. I'm Casey Campbell. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you haven't heard or caught the news yet today, we have released our points for the first voting period, which goes from when the competition started on April 1st till July 14th, just a few weeks ago. Now, obviously, the competition is still going on, and we'll obviously update you on the current standings, well, when we get to the second voting period, of course. But we'd like to introduce to you the points leader of so far after the first voting period. His name is Levon Van Der Geest from Merrill, Wisconsin. Hello, Levon. How are you?
I'm doing great now that I saw the vote this morning. I'm doing awesome. So thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Um, I got I got to ask you, what were you doing when you first saw that thing?
Well, I set my alarm to make sure I would wake up in time. I had a late night last night driving. But yeah, I woke up, I went on Racing America, I was refreshing the page, waiting for it to come out. I honestly predicted I was going to be somewhere between second and fourth. Like I had a feeling I was going to have to battle the second half of the year to try to take the lead. And, we've done a ton of stuff off track and everything. And we're doing our best to represent the program and represent Alan. But the on track stuff is there's other guys that have like these big wins, and like Ty is having an awesome year. And I just wasn't sure, but when I saw it, it was, I mean, I was really surprised and excited, and it's a huge motivator for the rest of the year. I mean, now I'm more determined than ever to hang on to it for um I'm gonna do everything I can to hang on to it for the rest of the year, and we're gonna push harder with the on track stuff, push harder with the off track stuff, just do everything that we can. So I'm really looking forward to the second half of the year for sure now.
Yeah, and you mentioned that you didn't think that you would be leading it, but you are.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. I mean, like I said, second to fourth. I mean, I knew like we had a really good campaign with everything, but like I thought, I just didn't expect it. But I'm super grateful, and I'm super happy that everyone is seeing how hard we're trying this year and how much this means to me. And not just me, but my family and my team and everyone involved with our racing program.
Also, if you haven't seen the point standings, you can go on Racing America. Of course, released are the points this morning. So go take a look at that if you have not had a chance to do that, or just go on there whenever you're watching this. So it's been a while since we've had you on. So you're off to it's been a I know there's been some bumps in the road, but just where you were last year at this time to where you are this year is there is no comparison.
No, it's a huge difference. I mean, even I can see that. I think like not just with everything, but like as a person, I think I've came a long way since last year. And that's largely due to the program and being involved with everyone in the program and learning more about Alan Kowicki and wanting to follow in his footsteps. I think that's a big part of it. But yeah, our on track stuff has come a long way since last year. The off track stuff. I'm way more involved with the setups of the car this year. I mean, I think a lot of people have seen that, and a lot more involved with the maintenance and everything. We had a big problem with DNFs last year, and we haven't had a single DNF in points racing this year, which has been a huge step up from last year for sure. It's kept us in the race. I believe we're second or third right now in ASA points, and I'm really hoping to take over that championship before the end of the year. That's one of my biggest goals. We're leading in Golden Sands. I want to try to hang on to that championship and clinch that. And then we definitely need to get some more wins if we're going to compete with with Ty and some of the other guys got some big ones. So we're still looking for that. But like since last year, I mean, we've been fast everywhere we've been this year, which has been awesome. We had that great run recently at Lacrosse for the Refner 88. Been really competitive in all the ASA races. I mean, especially in when you look at qualifying, out of the four races so far, we tied for first in the first one, and then we've been fast time at two of the other three. So um, the speed is there, and then I think the wins are gonna come soon. I hope we're just gonna keep doing everything we can and see if we can find that last missing puzzle piece and solve the enigma.
Yeah. Um, so going into this, the rest of the season, I know it's been and there's going to be some jam-packed you have a ton of races coming up. Of course, you really these net I mean, I know this week potentially heading to WIR. And then of course, next week is going to be absolutely insane because of course you have the 250 at WIR. Then you have, I believe it's, and then I believe Golden Sands, and then you go to Dells for the Fourth Alive for Five race. So, and then I can't state this enough. 4 Midwest Tour races in the month of August. It's going to be a very jam-packed August for you.
Yeah, for sure. I think definitely the most packed this year in general is the most packed racing year I've ever had. And I really enjoy it. I love racing. So, being in the shop every day, working on the cars, I enjoy every minute of it. Going to the track, um, it just gives us so many more opportunities. Last year we did 20 races and we had 8 DNFs. So really I only had 12 races that I had to like kind of show what we had. And this year we're on track to do 34, and some of them are on a lot bigger stage than I've ever been on too. So to have the speed at all those tracks and stuff, and to be able to, um, if we have a bad race, then it's like we have another one like 5 days later. So you can rebound really quick. I'm just really enjoying it. And like you said, next week the 250, and then Golden Sands on Friday, Dells on Saturday. I love stuff like that because it's like one race after another. Like when you're racing that often, you stay sharp. You don't have any time to get rusty or anything between races. So um yeah, I'm really looking forward to WIR. We are the last race that we did there, the finish was a little bit worse than I wanted. I think we finished ninth, but we qualified well. The car had speed, so I'm looking for vengeance there now. I want to redeem myself and finish better than that in 250. And yeah, the Golden Sands Championship, I believe, will be wrapped up next Friday, from what I've heard. So that's really exciting. We need to hang on to that. And then Dell's on Saturday. We've had a really fast car there earlier this year. We just haven't been able to put together a feature yet, but I think we also have a really good shot there. So just it's awesome being able to race that much.
Yeah. And of course, you got Hawkeye Downs. You'll be back at Madison at the end of the month. You'll be at Dells again for the ASA Midwest tour at the end of August, and then there's just a bunch of things that are going to be coming up. Of course, you got Elko, you got Oktoberfest. They got the Halloween coming up. The ton of races, coming up. So stay tuned for that. Okay, let's talk about the off-track stuff. You've done something this year that I don't think I've seen in a while. Partnering with 23 different organizations. Funny enough, 23, which of course your number.
Yeah.
And I think I saw that you raised over $10,000 already this year.
Yeah. As of the end of the first voting period, I think we were at around 12,000. And since the voting period ended, I believe we're already up to about 16,000. So we're not slowing down anytime soon. We got a lot of charities left to help, and I want to do a lot more volunteering the second half of the year too. The raising money is great, but when I can like get my hands dirty and stuff and help out, that's what I really like to do. Like we did at Council Grounds earlier this year, and that stuff is really fun. I'm hoping to do that at Tranquil Acres later this year too, and look for some other stuff as the year goes on too, whenever we're not racing. Um, but yeah, that's been awesome. We've helped out so many different places in our community. I've got so much outreach from like community members and stuff, and like people that live in Merrill in the area that have said like, thank you for everything that you've been doing for us. They want me to continue doing it for next year and for years to come because it's just been such a help to a lot of organizations that sometimes don't get as much of the spotlight as other ones too. So that's really cool too. Like some of them like the Merrill Area Concert Association and some like that. Like people don't think to donate to, but they need it just as much as everyone else. So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's been awesome.
Okay, so what are some of the charities you got coming up? Who do you still have left to help?
I believe we still have Big Brothers Big Sisters coming up soon, and we have a lot more left too. I think we have about 8 more organizations left to raise money for. I'm thinking that WIR is going to be a really big one, the 250. Oktoberfest I think is going to be really big. Um, I think we might be working out something new for the month of October too. That's still in the works. I might announce that a little later on, but we're not slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah. Um, and finally, if someone wants to help you with one of these causes, where can they go?
If you go to our Van Der Geest Racing Facebook page, we post what organization will be helping for that race every week that we're racing or every week that we're raising money. And then you can either Venmo me, or if you're at the track that day, you can find me, and it's $10 to sign your name on the hood of the car and ride along for that race. So,
And finally, I always like to ask this at the end, where can people find you on social media?
you can find me at Levon_VDG on Instagram, Levon231 on Twitter or X, and then Levon Van Der Geest or Van Der Geest Racing on Facebook.
Awesome. All right. Well, Levon, thank you so much for taking the time to do this, and congratulations on being the first period voting leader as of right now. We'll see how tune in. Stay tuned to Racing America and keep track of all 7 drivers to see where they land. The next voting period won't be for a while, so stay tuned. We'll keep you all updated as the KDDP season rolls along.